Hey guys, it's me, Wilson, and we're back for another video and our final competitive league race on F1 22. We're here for the finale of Psgl round 11. It's been cut 3 races short just because of the mess that F1 23 is and the lovely toxic community that F1 22 has brought. So yeah. Looking forward to it being over. Wasn't looking forward to this race, in fact. As you hear me cough, actually, on cue. On Tuesday, the day before this race, I just felt really ill. Almost felt like COVID. And I just really wasn't feeling well. I was going to not race, but seeing as it was the last race on the game, I thought I would still do it. But genuinely not even using it as an excuse, I felt really shit. And yeah, and in all honesty, I felt awful. So didn't want to race, but I was drugged up in Anadin, and I was just gonna firm it since it was the last race. But yeah, heading to this race, we're actually, I think it was 4 points off Jake Benham for 4th in the championship, or 3rd even. So yeah, we can get 3rd in the championship still tonight, considering how bad our mid-season has been. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with that. Not to say that anyone else had a perfect season at all. Jake had a few races where he didn't score points. But I think, yeah, I mean, we can both, me and Jake, I think we've both been best of the rest. The issue is that we're just lacking that tiny bit, and I think Jake would agree, we're lacking that tiny bit to, for example, Barry or Thomas. There's just that little edge that we're missing, and hopefully we can at one point get to that. But yeah, let's see what I can do in Bahrain. My PB was a 0.8. I'm still coughing, sorry. My PB was a 0.8, which I done on Tuesday, but then on the day of the race I felt even worse, and I think the quickest I done was a high 9 on the day, which is dreadful, like really, really slow. So I had no pace pretty much on the day. We did a 27.5 on our banker, which I don't think is very good. Cut off in esports for reference was a low 0.5, so we're half a tenth off esports cut off. And here we are contemplating whether we should go out or not. And I've been in this situation quite a lot this season. I've really struggled to, for some reason, hook up my first Q1 lap. And yeah, it's just annoying, it's frustrating, where I'm in a situation where I don't know if I should go out again or stay in, and the team decided that we go out for one more, and you can see we're literally just cruising round, but the grip is so much better at the end of qualifying. We're 2 tenths up, just got one more corner to go, so we'll just take this very, very easily. You can see, even clipping the curb a bit, which does not gain you time. And you can see I smiled there because I knew it was an awful lap, but that is easily enough to see us through. More than enough to see us through. Again, sorry for the cough. Yeah, now we head into Q2. We've not been knocked out in Q1 ever in Psgl, fun fact. We've come to the end of our first used tyre run. We really want to just get one run in on our fresh set, and hopefully that takes us to Q3. As we do a 0.7 P2 just behind Thomas, not far off I don't think. Now we're on our first fresh run. It's a 0.8 split, which is not great at all, really bad actually, and this lap was not very clean. But one more corner to go, let's see where it can put us as you come up to the final corner. Can't really see it because of the track, and we have a huge snap on exit. You can see that's loss is about a 1/10.5 or so, I'd say. Yeah, not great. Either way, the lap wasn't good, so I was annoyed, but I wasn't too bothered. But now we're starting our final Q2 run. This has to be nailed, or we're going to be out of qualifying. We're P11. Not any amount of luck could really get us through at this point in time. So we're going to break just before the 100-meter board down to 3rd gear. We missed that apex slightly, but up to 4th, up to 5th. And you can see we're just, yeah, we're not on the limit, really not feeling it today in qualifying. But now, going up to turn 4, let's see what we can do here, breaking at the 100-meter board. Down to 3rd gear, very low gear choice through that corner. Rear end getting a little bit loose, but we do gain 200s, and we've done a 0.1 split as we go through this right-left chicane. And you can see still maintaining 200s on the delta, down third gear. We get that front end bit in fairly nicely, and that's about 200s up still on the delta. Now coming through this double left-hander, very tricky to get right. We get the front end in all right, but then for some reason on exit we get a huge amount of wheel spin, and that's lost us about half a tenth in total. So that could prove crucial at the end of this lap. Then we do this corner fairly nicely. We gain about half a tenth, or roughly 300s through there, and then through this long right-hander. We're still the same split roughly. We're about 300s up on our previous lap as we gain a lot of time through there, half a tenth, and now we know there's a lot of time in this last corner. So let's see what we can do. Now coming up to the last corner, braking just after the 100, down to 4th, up to 5th, and using all the curb on the exit. The delta flies up. Let's see what we can do. Opening DRS up to the line. It's a 2.5. And as you can see, we're P11. So yeah, not the qualifying I wanted to end off the season. And you can see I'm just not feeling it. I actually missed out by 2 milliseconds to Otis, and that lap was just really shit, to be honest. So I'm not surprised. So yeah, very annoyed about that, but it was the last race of the season. I wasn't feeling well. I just, yeah, I'm not really that bothered, in honesty. In the moment, I was very pissed off, but now is the race. I'm really looking forward to this race. Last race on the game. And let's see if we can have some fun. Let's see what we can do here in Bahrain. But nevertheless, we got 4 red lights, 5 red lights. And away we go for the final race on F122. Do we get a good start compared to the cars around us? We're going to tuck into Philip Psgl slipstream. We're going to try and go round the outside. You can see that Mercedes opting the same line as we do, but now we've almost been mugged off a little bit. There's a car round just in front of us that's clipped Ismail Fassi. We're going to get in the battery. We're up to P9 already. That's 2 positions gained off the start. Can we make any more moves? Can Philip Psgl be a victim to us here? But it doesn't look like it could happen. You've got the 2 Mercedes going side by side up ahead. Maybe they could make contact and we could gain a position, as we have a huge slap there, nearly spinning it round into the barrier. Ismail Fassi trying to go round or outside. We don't allow that to happen. That was a massive snap right there we had. And you can see I laugh a bit there. It was extremely close. You can see Philip Psgl trying to go down the inside there. Doesn't really pay off for him. So we're going to see if we can, you know, pronounce an attack here. But doesn't seem like we could do anything. And yeah, now we're just going to try and settle into a rhythm. Trying to put Philip under a bit of pressure here. And we've also got Ismail behind us though, so we need to be careful we don't lose that spot to Ismail. We're in a good position. P9, 2 positions gained. Usually gaining positions off the start so far in this game, and you can see Lucas P11 already. He started last in this race, and that shows you how much carnage erupted at the start of this race. And you can see Ismail on the battery really trying to apply the pressure to us. We move to lap 4 now. We let Lucas by on that second lap in the middle sector, but you can see Ismail Fassi, he's going for the move again, and yeah, you're going to see a repeat of this from Ismail throughout the race pretty much. I don't know how much of I show, but pretty much he was, you know, really prominent on that battery all race, and it was fairly annoying. But you can see just 6 tenths ahead as Philip. We've got about half a battery with lap 5, so not really what we need right now. It's going to make our life fairly difficult to the end of the race if we can't save any more. I was in fairly high wing this race, which made it difficult. But yeah, it is what it is. That is my mistake. But now, moving on to lap 6, you can see Barry, he's actually been tapped, or no, he lagged out, that was what it is. And you can see Ismail Fassi still going for the move, and I wasn't really too sure what his plan was, to be honest. And you can see we're having to attack Barry because Ismail is going for the move on us. We're not actually wanting to attack Barry. We know Barry has the pace over us here. We don't want to attack Barry, but you can see Ismail's still going for this move. We're going to try and defend to some extent, but we're trying to save battery as well. You can see I'm weaving to almost tell him, if you keep doing this, you're going to ruin both of our races. And they're already pretty much ruined. We've got no battery. The regen around this track is pretty difficult. And yeah, we move on to lap 11 of this race. You can see Barry's nearly dropped us, and that's just because we've got no battery. The cars ahead, they're pushing really hard to stick with the pace of the guys up front, and they're using battery. And we would use battery, but we don't have any to use. Literally, we're on 0%. Ismail's dropped out because I assume he's not got any battery either now. And yeah, it's pretty much ruined the race. I mean, no hate to Ismail, of course, but I really don't know what he was thinking when he was doing that. And when everyone else pit, Philip Psgl, he was about a second up the road, but he had battery and could use it and catch back up to Barry. So yeah, Ismail pretty much ruined the race there. Hopefully he can learn from that in his future, not to destroy your whole battery in the first few laps. So that's put us in a very sticky situation. On to lap 19, but we're going to pit now. Ismail goes for the overcut, which he will pull off. I know he will. He was sitting in our DRS for a while there, and I wasn't upset that he was going to pull it off. I was actually just pitting to just get those hards off. I wasn't really enjoying them. So, yeah, I knew he would overcut us. So the plan was now, let's just sit in Ismail's DRS and, yeah, just see what happens. I really didn't think much was going to get out of this race apart from maybe P9 or P8. So, yeah, let's see what we can do. He does overcut us indeed. We do have the chance to pass him if we want, as he's in cold tyres. But again, I'm not really fussed. I think I'm just going to sit behind him. You can see I'm not using the ERS. I'm actually trying to save the ERS at this current moment in time. And you can see he's just got no grip at all through this middle sector. It was kind of tempting to send it, but again, I just wasn't bothered. I was happy to sit in his DRS and save my battery as much as I could, and hopefully he maybe had enough pace on his fresher tyres compared to the cars around us to catch. That was another thought process of it, but yeah, the race is pretty much gone now anyways. So let's see what we can do. It's going to be very tough. Move on to lap 23, and he's not closed massive amounts, I don't think. I don't think it's really changed much at all, to be honest. But yeah, we'll see what we can do. We've still got a couple laps to go. As Jake Benham, he's actually spun round, and I can confirm pretty much what happened is Philip Psgl pretty much just drove into the back of him and took him out. So Philip's not having a great time there. But you can see that's actually gave us an illegal overtake, which is going to hand us a 5-second time penalty, which obviously will be removed as, pretty much nothing I could have done there. But now, we're going to move on to the final lap of the race, the final lap of F122, final lap of Psgl League Racing on this game, and we're going to try and get Ismail. You can see he's already flashing on the battery. Can we make any move? We're going to try and go to the right, but we're going to keep it to the left. You can see Barry, he's up ahead on extremely worn soft tyres, so we could still get a P8 result out of this, maybe more if penalties could be applied. Let's see what we can do though. We're going to have to get Ismail fast here. This is going to be our last chance. Can we get him round the outside? He's got fresher tyres, but we're going to brake later than him. We're going to get on the power earlier, opening the wheel up. We're going to go side by side through this X section. We're going to go round the outside of Ismail Fassi. That's a lovely move that has secured us P9 so far in this race as we go down into this right-hander. Ismail Fassi there got the better tyres, but wasn't managing to hold us off there. But now, next up, Barry. He put on these fresh softs after he lagged out, and they were 26% originally, so they're going to be about 90%. At the time, I had no idea that was the case, so I have no clue what I'm doing here. Do I go for the move? But then, he was so slow through here, so we go for the move. We're going to try and go round the outside of Barry. He is in a title fight. We cannot afford to do anything dodgy with him here. And then going through this right-hander, we get the move secured. That's P8. Provisionally confirmed. Philip Psgl 4.4 up the road. We're not going to be able to catch him, but we're going to come around the final corner on our final league race on F122. It looks like it's going to be a P8 finish on track, which is not the result we were looking for, but considering our pace wasn't great, we started P11. It was not a bad race. Considering we felt really ill as well, this could have went much worse. And yeah, I can confirm, after a penalty got removed and penalties got applied, we actually got P6 in the end. So yeah, considering how like slow we were, considering I felt really ill, considering Ismail pretty much made us use our old battery and kind of destroyed the race a bit. It was not a bad race at all. Um, and you can see we're trying to discuss there. Did I get P3 in the championship? And I did, actually. I got P6, which I think is like 5 points or something. Jake was 4 points ahead. So that puts us 1 point ahead at the end. And if we finished on the same points, I think I would just get it as well, as I had more third places or something, or more second places. I can't remember. Something like that. But yeah, we got third in the championship. So that's a nice way to end the season. A shame it was not a fun race. It would have been really nice to be fighting at the front. But yeah, I just really wasn't feeling it. And there's not much more to blame other than just myself, really. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like and subscribe. Comment if you want. Also, tell me if you want any F122 videos of anything, really. I'm not going to be doing any more league races on this game, so I will not be uploading competitive races. But if you want anything like a setup video, or I don't know, just anything about F122, let me know and I'll see what I can do. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I won't be seeing, well, I might see you on YouTube until 23, but the next time you see a competitive video will be on F1 23, the new game, which is quite exciting. But yeah, I'm off for a break now. I hope you guys have enjoyed this season. I've somewhat enjoyed it. It was quite bad, especially halfway through the season. It got really poor. But I appreciate the support as well. You guys make it much easier, especially the messages I get, the comments, the Twitch comments, everything like that. I do really appreciate it. You guys are very, very kind. I might make a mini montage of how F122s went. But yeah, again, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Enjoy your summer, which is starting, and I'll see you guys later. Adios.